Hello, Dave Jones of the Texas Junior Golf Tour and our College Bound membership program. I want to introduce you to a very, very bright young lady and a great golfer, Mackenzie Boydston. An interview we did with her at the TPC San Antonio on our Tournament of Champions. She just graduated from Nolan Catholic. And we always talk about being realistic about your goals, but knowing what your goals are, being realistic as far as knowing the school and what the requirements are. This is a perfect interview of a family who had a goal of a girl who had a goal to go to an Ivy League school. And it's a great interview for you to learn from and to listen to their story. So meet Mackenzie Boydston from Nolan Catholic High School in Fort Worth. She's headed to Georgetown University, a double major in business and international finance. Hi, I'm Dave Jones, president of the Texas Junior Golf Tour, and we're here at the unbelievable J.W. Marriott San Antonio TPC for our Tournament Champions. And we have one of our stars of junior golf, I call her a star, Mackenzie Boydston and Miss Boydston, and we are so happy to have her. She is playing her last tournament as a junior golfer here, and she is headed to Georgetown University. That's right, Georgetown. Okay, so it's very high academic. So we just want to talk with her on this episode of the Inside Texas Junior Golf Tour and talk to you about her experiences and what it took to get in such a high academic university and get mom's perspective from that, because it's a very different application process, and we want to inform and educate you and help you in your process. So Mackenzie, this is your last junior tournament, 2012. She attended Nolan Catholic High School in Fort Worth, Texas, and she graduated as the valedictorian. So Mackenzie, tell us about what's probably some of the best memories of your junior golf career from either high school, Texas Junior Golf Tour, AJGA. Just share some of your best memories of your junior golf.
It's just a lot of fun just playing and meeting so many different people and hearing where they want to go to college and everything, and just the caliber of golf and everything. So.
And what really sparked your interest in, you wanting to attend a university such as an Ivy League type university, where Georgetown, or I know that you looked at a lot of universities, and I remember all the time you would show up in different colors, whether it's Yale or Harvard or Georgetown, and that was really kind of fun, and knew that you had a high interest in that. When did you really start wanting to do that?
Probably just when I started in high school, and I just realized how much I want to emphasize my academics. And I mean, it's not for everyone, so you really just want to find the college that fits you and just roll with that.
And how long did that, I'm going to ask Mom here a couple of questions, but how long did that process really happen? I mean, it's so much of a different process to go to one of those universities, because they look at the student first instead of the athletic. They want both, but there's so many thousands of kids and so many brilliant kids trying to get into that university or that caliber university. Talk to us about that process.
I started looking at Ivy Leagues probably the end of my sophomore year, because you have to take your ACT and SAT, so you have to really make sure you prepare for that as soon as possible. So once you start preparing for that, then you can look into more closely in your junior and senior years. But you just have to start early with standardized tests specifically, and making sure you have the grades and everything to get into the school that you want to.
In preparing for those tests, I know you took a rigorous class schedule at Nolan Catholic. They're very high academic school, very, very awesome school. Talk to us about those tests. How important is that ACT and SAT, and what would you recommend to parents and kids to strategize or do that, whether take it once, take it 4 times, etc.?
Well, honestly, when you're looking at Ivy Leagues, I mean, if you don't have the score, then you're not going to get in, even if you're like the best golfer in the world. So you really, what I did was I practiced lots of tests. I got the review books. I took a class at one of the preparatory schools. So you just have to really just practice and prepare and just take it as many times as you need to get the score that you want.
And when you started making contact with those types of colleges, what was that process and how did that process play out? And I know the application process is much longer, and we're going to hit Mom here in just a second, get her perspective, but talk to us about that process and how long it takes.
Well, I first started emailing all of them with all of my stats and mainly my grades, and you just have to, once you start emailing them, they start talking to you a little bit more, asking about your golf stats and your grades and everything. You send them transcripts and copies of your ACT and SAT results. So it's a lot more in-depth than maybe like state schools where, you know, you don't have to have like amazing grades like at Ivy League. So you really have to, they really ask you more in-depth things about your grades and the caliber of student that you are.
I know you took several visits. Where did you visit? And then what made you decide upon Georgetown? What was the real thing that really said, I want to go to Georgetown, this is a good fit for me?
I had an official visit at Georgetown, obviously, and also Yale and the University of Pennsylvania. And I was also looking at Harvard and a few of the other Ivy Leagues. But for me, what sold me on Georgetown was just the team and the camaraderie with the other girls on the team. So, I mean, it really comes down to the people because you're going to be spending 4 years with them. So you really want to make sure that you mesh with them and that you can see yourself being there for 4 years.
Super. Okay, Mom, your turn. I'm going to scoot over here. From a parent's perspective, we talked on the course today. Share your perspective in the process and the research and everything like that, because there's so many kids, so many bright kids trying to get in those schools. Tell us your perspective and walking your daughter through that process.
Well, I think the most important thing to pass on to parents is that most people don't realize that Ivy League schools do not give out athletic scholarships or merit scholarships. So your grades really will get you into the school, but you're not going to get a scholarship. What they have available is what they call need-based. So if your income level is at a certain amount, then you can qualify for financial aid. But you basically are going to be paying a lot of money. So it's not just an investment. It is a huge commitment for a lot of people. In our case, I think we started looking at where Mackenzie wanted to go, and she set her goals very, very high. So we begin with the research of looking into what are the requirements to get into these schools. And so you list out all the Ivy League schools. So what do you have to make on an SAT, on ACT, to even be considered? And GPA is important, class rank is important, but I think the most important thing that they will look at is your standardized testing, your test scores. So take an SAT and also an ACT test and see which one your child does better on, and then focus on what they need help on. If it is math that they need help with, maybe a private tutor. It's just whatever it takes. And when you have a kid who's bright and who's willing to work hard, as parents, we did everything that we could to support her. So it took a lot, but we're very happy where she's going to be going to school.
SAT, ACT, can't stress that enough. Start early, okay, and take it as many times as you can, because they will always take the highest score, right? And because it's so competitive, okay. So Mackenzie, what do you want to major in? Okay, I want to say like nuclear physics or something, but I know Georgetown's a great school. What would you like to major in, and what's your career goals?
I'll be double majoring in international business and finance, and from there I want to work on Wall Street and investment banking. So.
Don't forget the Texas Junior Golf Tour now on Wall Street. We need some sponsors now. I'm just kidding you, but that's unbelievable. So this is a different path. Okay, not all kids go to like an Ivy League type, but I think the biggest thing, Mom, is if you have those goals, you really the family needs to really research what it's going to take to get there, because you have to be realistic about getting in there, because you're competing against the brightest kids in the country. Would you agree with that?
I totally agree with that. And you have to understand too that it's not just, you don't need to start thinking, you need to start thinking about this in your freshman year, where not just wait until your junior year in high school and start thinking, oh, this is why I want to go. Every year in your high school career counts, and it is important to just like Dave said, know where you want to go and do your research so that your parents can help you, your teachers can help you, but you need to know what it takes.
Now, we're playing our last tournament, your last tournament. You're leading this tournament, right? All right, so she's going to go out with a win. I know she will. But tell us about your best memories of junior golf, whether it's TJ, AJ, high school, what some of your best memories of junior golf, and what do you think golf has done for you to prepare you for such a university?
Well, I'd say one of my favorite tournaments has been the Optimist International in Florida, and it was so fun playing with so many different people from around the country and around the world. And it's been really fun playing on the Texas Junior Golf Tour with all the coaches, just growing up with them for 4 years and just developing my game and seeing how far I've come. And yeah.
Well, we hope to see you on the Collegiate Amateur Tour in the summer, but you could be interning on Wall Street. I'm sure you will one summer. So, but we look forward to having you guys. We're so proud of you guys. Mom and Dad have worked hard because it's a team effort, right, Mom?
It is very much a team effort, and takes a lot of time and commitment, and you just have to do everything you can to support your dreams, make it happen.
Well, super. Congratulations. Good luck at Georgetown. We'll be watching the website. And thank you for being part of the Texas Junior Golf Tour and sharing your story about your road to college golf and mostly your road to Wall Street. Okay, so when you're a CEO one day, we're going to be very, very proud. We're going to have your picture out there on the website, and we'll count you as a proud alumni. Thanks, Mom. Appreciate it.